Hi, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Michelle Pearson. I'm a mom of 5 kids. I've been doing YouTube since 2011. I took a little break and now I'm back doing another video for you guys. I've done this video quite a few times, I believe, over the years. I like to reflect on the year that has just passed, and I like to share with you guys the things that I have learned. So let's get started. My puppy is also right here, so if you hear some sounds, it's just him. He's very obsessed with me, so he has to be in the same room with me. He just always has to know where I am. So to kick things off, I wanted to hit the ground running in January 2022, and I was very motivated. I had just started my business, Mollipop, but then February hit and life got really heavy because the war in Ukraine started. And if you don't remember, I lived in Ukraine as a missionary, and that's actually where I met my husband, Brad. We were both missionaries for our church there. A lot of friends that were living there at the time, a lot of friends that have moved here, a lot of other like Americans who had lived there also that we were very close and tight-knit with. And when February hit, I posted a video and went viral, and I was starting to get money from so many people, and it began to get really overwhelming. And I'm so grateful for some of our mission friends who stepped up to the plate, and they're like, we want to help you. So we started a nonprofit organization, and it was amazing and beautiful, and we have been able to help so many Ukrainian people because we love them so much. Just the bravest people I know. And it really taught me that when people get together and they have a goal in mind, they can accomplish anything. And I was just so grateful and humbled by what people were willing to do to help. And it took over my life for months. And it was very draining and very heavy hearing what was going on with our Ukrainian friends. I learned a lot. I learned a lot how to not necessarily trust people with money. I had to learn that. That was a hard thing to learn, was that not everybody would be a good steward with the money. And I felt that weight on my shoulders because I wanted to make sure that the money was going where it was supposed to be going. And I just was humbled by the Ukrainian people, their bravery amidst the awful things that were happening to them. And it's still happening in Ukraine. And while I can't devote my life fully like I was doing, 50, 60 hours a week on that stuff, I am very humbled by the opportunity to help in just a small way. I'm grateful for my friends and all of you who helped us at that time. I also learned a lot about what was truly important. And I know I say this a lot. I learned this in 2020, especially. When things like that happen to people you know, it really opens your eyes to where you're at in life and what you're focusing on. So it really helped me align my focus on what I wanted this year to be for me. I feel very, very blessed, but I was able to work as an actress a lot this year. And it was just a miracle. I worked really hard, and I was very grateful for every single job I got. I don't want that sound of him chewing to be right by the microphone, but he has to be right by me always. Buddy, can you go over here? Can you go over here and do it? I learned that it was never too late to pursue a dream, and that I could still accomplish things that I had dreamed about 20 years ago. I learned that it was never too late to dream. And with every opportunity I was given, I was just in shock. I would look at Brad and say, I can't believe this. I can't believe I got this job again. I can't believe this. I can't believe that. And I am a really big proponent for manifesting things. And I know some people think that's like a witchcraft thing, but I think it's more of a mindset of really believing that good things can happen to you if you work hard. Sometimes you have to be brave and you have to put yourself out there. And sometimes it's going to work out, and sometimes it's not going to work out. But when it works out, it's amazing and it's incredible. And I was able to meet people from all walks of life on these different jobs, and I was able to learn their stories, and I just felt so fulfilled because I live in Utah and I love, love, love traveling the world. If I had lots of money, that's what I would be doing. That was a great opportunity to meet people from different crews and different actors from different states and countries, and it was just a really wonderful, eye-opening year for me when it comes to that. And I am grateful for all of the stories and just the lessons that I learned on set with all these different people. I also learned the importance of energy and where I put my energy, because I decided to put my energy into work. I wanted to make as much money as I could to put money into my business, Mollipop, because I didn't want to go into debt and to take loans out and get investors or anything like that. I wanted it to be my money so that it wouldn't take from the family funds or all of that. So I was very grateful for that, but it was very motivating to be like, oh, I'm making money here and I'm going to invest that into a business. So it just made me feel very empowered that as a mom, as a wife, I can do that and I can contribute. Also, if you haven't yet already, please subscribe down below, and please, please, please let me know down below what you guys have learned this year. I learned so much about energy and where I put it, and I had to learn more to compartmentalize things and let things go so that I could move forward. So in August, we had our 20-year high school reunion, and I'm in charge of it with 3 other of the class officers because we were senior class officers, so we were in charge of the whole thing. And it was so fascinating because at my reunion, I had some people apologize to me about how they had treated me in high school, or I had some people thank me for how I treated them, or I heard other people making up like, hey, I didn't know you in high school, but I'm really glad I got to know you. And it was a massive success. And I was actually really surprised because you kind of think of reunions like, nah, that's lame. But every single type of person was there. There were the jocks, there were the theater people, that was me. There was, you know, kind of the gothic people were there. Everyone was there and everyone was chatting together. And everyone was so excited to catch up and see how everyone was doing. And it just made me very grateful for where I come from. Made me really grateful for the people I grew up with and, you know, their support over the years and their friendship over the years. And it was a beautiful thing. I know most people hate those reunions, but it was such a great coming together and kind of full circle moment for me in a lot of ways. And yeah, it was just really beautiful. I also learned the importance of being there for my children. If you know my oldest, Will, who I started this channel off with, he is now 12 years old. And he has seen a lot of things this year in school, and he's learned a lot of lessons. And I can't think about it without getting emotional. I'm just so proud of him for how he's handled some really crazy situations. It's so important as parents, and I hope I can have this type of relationship with my children always, where they feel safe coming to me with concerns or their feelings or their situations that they're dealing with. Feel that more than ever as they grow up, that I want to continue having this close relationship. I always, if you guys have followed me on YouTube for years, you know I always call my kids my best friends. And people always say, that's so unhealthy. You're supposed to be their parent, not their best friend. I think you can be their best friend parent. I think you can be that safe place for them, that you can keep them safe as much as you can, but be the safe place for them. Another lesson I learned this year was that it's okay if not everybody loves you or supports you. It's okay. That doesn't take away from your worth. And I've learned that, you know, over the course of multiple experiences in my life, but especially this year. And it's hard and it's painful sometimes when you think about that, like, oh, I thought this person was going to be there for me or whatever. And so our expectations are a certain way. And when they're let down, that's kind of a bummer. But then when you step back and realize that the real true people in your life that are going to be your ride or die, they're always going to be there. You don't have to worry about them. So those are the lessons that I have learned. I could go on and on because I feel like I've learned a million lessons, but I would love to hear from you guys, to hear what you've learned this year. And I'll be back next week with another video. You guys know I love to do New Year's resolutions. It's one of my favorite things ever. We can talk about our word of the year and all of that. So I hope you guys are having a great week prepping for Christmas. I know we are, just spending a ton of time together as a family. Somebody messaged yesterday and said, are you just gonna do shorts now? And I'm like, no, but I can do shorts every single day, whereas these videos, I can't do them every single day like I used to when I used to do Mishmish and stuff. Just don't have the time this year. Maybe next year, maybe sometime down the road I will, but right now I don't have that time. So once again, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet already. Check out my last video if you kind of want to know where I've been, and we will see you guys soon. Bye!